for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, I'm new and up and coming to YouTube. I started this channel to motivate and inspire as many people as possible. So welcome to the journey. And in this video today, we're going to be talking about semen retention, but in specific, how semen retention made my vacation more enjoyable. As a matter of fact, the best vacation ever. And to start, what is semen retention? So semen retention can be defined as not nutting, not busting a nut, not secreting yourself, and more in specific, like not masturbating to porn. And that is a value that I've been practicing. I've been trying at it for a good year now, but obviously, I've been having slip ups in between. We're not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm 3 months strong. So in these past 3 months, I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm very proud of myself. You can't just expect to do things in one day and then it's gonna happen. This was a process for me. I went from doing the deed every day to once a week to once a month, eventually to once every time I would slip up, and now we're 3 months sober and it feels good. For those of you who have experienced this, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't, I suggest that you get on this, because when you practice semen retention, your body changes. You have chemical influxes in your body, and ultimately your testosterone and your hormones, it starts to build up, and people can sense that off you. You can sense that off yourself. When I used to be doing the deed every day, I wasn't happy about myself. I would masturbate before breakfast and go downstairs and smile at my table and just be like awkward with my family, and it wasn't a good feeling. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. And now that I don't do it anymore, I feel a sense of empowerment. I feel in control of my body, my mind, thoughts, emotions. But more importantly, people can sense this. They can sense that I've been practicing this, girls in specific. And this is going to be like a little story time / educational guide. So just recently, it was my friend's birthday. Happy birthday, Kay. We went to Miami for his birthday. So we got a nice B&B out there. We was out there, it was like 5 or 6 of us, a bunch of boys. We had a good time. Best trip ever, actually. And I think it was because I was feeling a sense of confidence in myself, knowing that I'm practicing these values. My testosterone is built up and my pheromones are being released. When you practice things like this, like, believe it or not, like, people can smell it off you, females in specific. It's like you have endorphins that are being released from your body, and girls can tell, like, when you haven't done these things. So sure enough, we were out there, me and my boys, and the girls were just naturally coming to us. And in specific, my other friend whose birthday it was, he practices semen retention as well. The girls were coming to me and him in specific. You know why? Because they were smelling this testosterone. They were smelling these hormones, the endorphins that are coming off our body. They could sense that we were different from the rest of the people out there. And me and him, we were already feeling confident in ourselves. So that's just the formula for success when you add everything together. I'd never really been afraid to talk to girls, but of course I've gotten rejected in the past. And this time when we were out there in Miami, I just had an extra boost of confidence, like confidence in myself. And this is stemming from like finally not nutting for like the first time in my life. I'm not ejaculating. I'm walking around with, my balls are filled up. I have a sense of like vitality in them. I feel like a strong man, a strong individual. I'm mentally strong. I know I'm more mentally strong than the people that's out there and they're masturbating all the time or they're jerking off, and the females can sense this. And this is how true it is. When I was in Miami, I had sex with a girl, and so did my friend that was practicing these values. He's been practicing it for longer than me, and we were the ones who were both successful in completing missions in Miami, and I attribute our success to semen retention.